And plus, alongside the former Husker Holly Blansky, I'm Jessica Goody. It's the home opener for Nebraska. And for both these coaches, really, it's early on in the season. What are both coaches looking for here in this meet tonight?
Yeah, so I think that both coaches really just want their athletes to have fun tonight, try and take the pressure off, and really just do what they do in practice every single day.
Rotation number 1, Nebraska will start out on vault and Illinois on the uneven bars. Leading off for the Huskers, here is Sophia McClellan.
All right, that was a Yurchenko full. Beautiful landing. Awesome job there.
Sophia, the senior transfer from BYU in her second season with the Huskers. This is her first time competing on vault for Nebraska this season.
Yeah, that was really nice. The judges are looking for a stuck landing on vault, and she really nailed that. She had great amplitude on the Yurchenko full, and that was a great start for the Huskers.
And on the uneven bars, leading off for the Illini will be Ariel Ward, the sophomore out of Franklin, Massachusetts. What are the judges for looking over here on the uneven bars?
Yeah, so the judges are looking for cast handstands are huge on bars. They want to see open hips, vertical lines. They want clean form in all of their skills, and then also, of course, the stuck landing on the dismount.
So last week, Illinois did have to count a fall, but chatting with head coach Natalie Walsh, she said it was a little bit of a fluke thing, nothing to be too concerned about, and really what just wants to see, doesn't want to see any changes, just wants to see what her team does every single day in practice.
Yeah. Very nice overshoot. A little bit short on that cast handstand. That was a full in dismount, just a slight step, but a great routine, great start for Illinois.
Up next for the Huskers on vault will be Asia Hall, the junior out of Rogers, Arkansas. And she has been a staple in this vault lineup since she stepped on campus.
Yes, she is super solid.
Sophia led things off for Nebraska with a 9.8.
And another Yurchenko full. Slight hop back, but still a really solid vault.
How important are those first kind of couple of routines to start a competition for both teams, really?
It's really important. You know, if you have a solid start, it really helps get the momentum going. It gets the team excited and kind of takes the pressure off, too. So having those initial routines start off solid is really, really important for the team.
Back over to the uneven bars. This is Abby Mueller, the senior out of Rochester, Minnesota. Had a 9.825 last week, and career high is a 9.950. So she is certainly capable of putting up a big score here on the uneven bars.
Something new for this season, too, for 2024 that the judges are looking for on vault, bars, and beam is on their dismount. They are able to take a half-attempt deduction if they don't hold their finish for 1 second. So sometimes you'll see girls do that college finish and immediately, finish and run off because you get so excited and pumped up, but the judges really want to see you hold that landing first.
So
blind change into a straddle Jaeger. Solid overshoot there. And really nice cast handstand. Beautiful. It was a double layout dismount, stuck that perfectly. Great routine for Illinois.
Ariel Ward had led things off for Illinois with a 9.75. So scores typically build, right? As long as you keep sticking the routines.
Yes, absolutely.
Next up here for the Huskers is the senior Kinsey Davis, getting quite the reception from the crowd here. She's been another name you've heard a lot. Yep.
Another Yurchenko full. Great landing for Kinsey.
Asia Hall had a 9.75 before Kinsey. Here's another look at that vault.
Just a slight hop, but good landing.
Huskers as a team last week did get a team score over 49, which is kind of what you shoot for as a team, right?
Yes, that's really good. You're always wanting to get as close to that 50 as possible.
This will be a treat right here. This is the freshman Destiny Denning out of Las Vegas, Nevada, and they are excited about her. She has ice in her veins, according to her head coach, Natalie Walsh.
So really nice shaposh there to an overshoot.
Had a 9.9 last week.
A little bit short on that handstand. Very nice double layout. Oh, looks like both teams are off to a really good start here.
Abby Mueller had a 9.85 for Illinois before that Destiny Denning routine. And here is Chenge Bakshwe. She is the sophomore out of Hungary, qualified for the Olympics over the summer. This is a huge vault here.
Oh, awesome. That was a Yurchenko 1.5. Something to keep in mind is that is a 10.0 start value. So anything, the Yurchenko fulls that we've been seeing, those are 9.95 start values. That 1.5 is a 10.0 start. That vault is a little bit more difficult because you're adding an extra half, and also it's a blind landing. So it makes that landing to get the stick a little bit more difficult.
Up next for Illinois on the uneven bars will be Amelia Knight, the senior. And this is a leader for this Illinois team. She's really high standards, high expectations, and Coach Walsh said that really helps kind of push the team, lead the way in practices, and just has really high expectations and hopes to hold her teammates accountable to all of that. Had a 9.85 last week, career high of 9.925 on this event.
All right, Amelia starting off with a toe handstand into a shaposh and straight into an overshoot. Beautiful. She's got great form so far on all of her routine. Nice handstand there. And a double layout stuck. That was beautiful. That was a great routine.
So Destiny Denning had a 9.75 prior to night, and Kinsey Davis had a 9.75. Not seeing Chenge. Chenge had a 9.8. This is Martina Comine for the Huskers.
Right. Oh, another Yurchenko 1.5, and that was beautiful. Great landing on that. That should be a great score for the Huskers.
Her teammates are pumped here. It's a little bit of a hop,
yep,
right?
A little bit of a hop, but
Coach Heather Brink said for her team, she just wants to see them stay loose, have fun, and relax. Maybe probably early in the goings of a season, maybe can be a little uptight, just getting a feel for how the competition works.
Yep, definitely. But this is the Huskers' first home meet, and that's always super exciting, and hopefully they're able to just relax and have fun tonight.
How about a 9.925 for Amelia Knight? So Caitlin Ewald looking to build off of that here. She had a career high last week, 9.950. It's near perfection.
Great routine so far for Illinois. Nice cast handstand. And a full in dismount. Very nice routine. Slight bobble on the landing, but very solid.
And in the anchor spot for Nebraska is going to be, here's another look at that. Ewald dismount.
Just a tad bit short, but that was a really solid routine.
And in the anchor spot, here is Emma Spence, the junior from Canada. Will be competing in the all-around here today.
Yurchenko 1.5. That was beautiful.
Martina Comine, prior to Spence, had a 9.925. That is a career high for Comine.
Awesome.
And there is another look at Emma Spence vault. What'd you think?
It was great. She perfectly stuck the landing. That's going to be a really great score for Nebraska.
Still waiting for that score from Ewald to come in. Caitlin Ewald. Mia Takakawa, the super senior for the Illini. She has been huge for this program over the course of her career. Two-time All-American.
Beautiful cast handstand into a blind change. Piked Jaeger. And into a really nice overshoot there. To a nice cast handstand. And that was a double layout. Just a slight hop on that landing, but that was a really nice routine.
So the Huskers finished their vault lineup with 2 back-to-back career highs from Martina Comine and Emma Spence. Emma Spence with a 9.95.
Wow, that's awesome.
So we'll see what the final score is for Mia Takakawa here.
Again, that's something I think people forget too, like when they see, spectators forget the starting value changes on vaults. So it all depends on the skill that they do. So some of the earlier scores may be a little lower because they had not that 1.5 twisting Yurchenko. That was a full twisting Yurchenko.
The exhibition for the Huskers, Isabel Saikon.
Mm-hmm.
And in an exhibition routine for Illinois will be Leiden Saltness.
All right, Leiden is starting out here. She's got a nice cast handstand. Very nice toe to Tkachev, right into a pack salto. Nice cast handstand into a blind fold double back. Very good routine.
What a start here in rotation number 1. Huskers put up their season best on the season so far on the season on vault, 49-2 as a team.
That's a really great start for the Huskers.
49-225. Sorry about that. Illinois had a 49-2 on uneven bar. So we got a tight one here to start after rotation number 1.
We got a good meet going on here.
You see the team score there after rotation 1. We're going to step aside, but keep it right here. We've got much more of the action coming up as we head to rotation 2 here on Big Ten Plus. A fantastic start in rotation number 1 between Nebraska and Illinois as we welcome you back inside the Devaney Center alongside, I'm Jessica Coody and alongside
Holly Blansky.
Holly Blansky. I just almost called you a gymnast. Anyways, rotation number 1 in the books. You see what a great start. 49-225, a season high for Nebraska, and 49-2 for Illinois here to start. It's what the coaches were looking for, right?
Yes. Looks like both teams are relaxed, having a great time, hitting their routines. It's exactly what the coaches want.
A couple of highlights here for the Huskers. This is Kenzie Davis. She had a 9.75 on vault. And over to Illinois here. It had a 9.925. I believe this is Amelia Knight. Had lots of stuck landings for the Illini.
Yeah, they had some great bar routines.
Here's a career high 9.95 for Emma Spence for the Huskers. And another highlight for the Illini here. This is Mia Takakawa here.
Mia had a really nice routine.
So yeah, 49-2 for Illinois. Let's take a look at the individual scores there. Highlighted by Amelia Knights, 9-9-2-5. And for the Huskers here, a couple of 9-9s, always great to see for a team there, right? Martina Comine and Emma Spence with career highs there in the vault rotation for the Huskers. All right, so great start. We're heading to rotation 2 as Nebraska will head to the uneven bars and Illinois will head to the vault. Keep it here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back inside the Devaney Center for Big Ten Gymnastics here on Big Ten Plus. Nebraska hosting Illinois for both these teams' conference opener. Alongside Holly Blansky, I'm Jessica Cootie. You're just about set to start rotation number 2. Nebraska heads over to the uneven bars, and Illinois will move over to the vault. But again, both coaches have got to be extremely ecstatic with how they've come out of the gate to start this meet.
Yeah, I mean, starting out with all hits on both events. Just great. Great momentum for both teams.
This is Aaliyah Byrne, the sophomore out of Frisco, Texas for the Illini.
That was a Yurchenko full. Nice vault. She had a slight step backwards on the vault. Again, just as a reminder, those judges are really looking for a held landing, a held finish. They are able to take a deduction as of this year if the gymnast does not hold their finish for 1 second.
Leading things off for the Huskers on the bars will be Change Boxkwe. Again, out of Hungary, the sophomore. She's finally healthy, training all 4 events. She was a little bit limited during her freshman season, but coming off qualifying for the Olympics for her home country of Hungary and has a lot of confidence coming into her sophomore season. A lot of it, too, for some of these athletes, especially competing in NCAA collegiate gymnastics for the first time, is getting a feel for how it all works, right?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, college gymnastics is so much different than international or even JO gymnastics. It's very team-oriented. It's a lot more exciting. It's the pressure's off a little bit more than, if you're in an international competition. So hopefully she has lots of fun tonight.
Leah Byrne led things off for Illinois with 9.75. So you see they're working on the bars a little bit. Take us through what that looks like for each gymnast. Is it just a different feel for what each gymnast prefers?
Yeah, so typically, a lot of the times, I think a lot of the girls probably have the same bar setting, but it is a little bit unique in different countries, or if you are an elite international gymnast, there's a specific bar setting for that. I really don't know the rules behind that or why, but I'm guessing, since Chenge is from a different country, she's probably just used to using that different setting, and it takes a few seconds to change the bar setting, so definitely not a big deal to change that, depending on what the athlete prefers. So,
and this is the first time for Chenge to be in the bars lineup for the Huskers. They're dealing with an injury to Lucy Stanhope, who was in the bars lineup, but especially for the Huskers here to start off, Heather Brink saying that, hey, kind of figuring out what lineups we need, especially with the injury, but it's kind of part of it here in the early goings is figuring out which lineups work best, right?
Yep, definitely. Things can change so quickly and so often early on. Sometimes it is important, too, to kind of switch out athletes and see, what that special recipe is that works best, because it can make a difference on the lineup, where the gymnast falls. That was a really nice Yurchenko full for Illinois.
So while they're working on the bars, we had a vault here. This was Abby Mueller on the vault. So we had a couple of Illini vaults while we were working on the bars over there for Chenge.
All right, Chenge is starting off here. Beautiful cast handstand into a pack salto. Into a shaposh half. That's a very difficult skill. A little bit short on that cast handstand. And ending with a double layout. And that was a perfectly stuck landing and held the landing. That's exactly what the judges want to see. Great debut for her.
That is awesome. Stuck landings really hype up the team, right?
Yeah. They really do. There's nothing better than ending a routine with just an absolutely stone cold stuck landing.
This is Ratuja Nataraj for Illinois.
And that was another Yurchenko full. Nice landing. A little bit of a hop, but really solid vault for Illinois.
Abby Mueller added a 9.7 there for the Illini. Prior to Ratuja's vault here.
Looks like she was able to still stay in between the lines on the mat, too, so she avoided a deduction there.
Up next for the Huskers will be Emma Simpton, the junior out of Prosper, Texas. Had a 9.85 last week.
For Nebraska, Emma Simpton.
All right, Emma starting out here. Very nice cast handstand. Perfectly vertical. Toe handstand into a shaposh. Right into a pack salto. Beautiful combination. See if she can finish it off strong here. Just a tad bit short on that handstand. And a double layout. Very nice. She had a very slight hop backwards on the dismount, but that should be a really nice score for Nebraska.
Chenge Baxway had led things off for the Huskers with a 9.850. Ratuja had a 9.825 for Illinois. This is Mia Takakawa again competing in the all-around for Illinois.
And Mia is doing a Yurchenko full. It's a nice vault. Something that the judges are looking for on vault is amplitude off the table. So they want to see high vaults. They want to see stuck landings, clean form throughout the air. It's a nice vault for Illinois.
Up next for the Huskers on uneven bars will be Whitney Jinks, the freshman out of Madison, South Dakota, had a career high 9.8 for the Huskers last week. And you're going to see a few of these freshmen in the lineup for on all 4 rotations, and Coach Brink is really, really excited about the freshmen and their potential.
Well, that's awesome. They've got several years on the team, and it's great to have some depth and some options when you're, having to go through lineups and find different people to fill the spots. Toan Takachev, beautiful to an overshoot. Really nice routine so far. Very nice cast handstand. They're really nailing those handstands tonight. And a double layout. Super small hop on the dismount. Very nice routine for Whitney.
So we'll see how Whitney follows up Emma Simpton's 9.85.
Next, on vault for Illinois, Olivia Capola.
Mia Takakawa had a 9.85, and this is Olivia Capola for the Illini.
Olivia is doing a Yurchenko full. Little bit of a hop on the landing. She had really nice amplitude off the vault though.
Another look at Olivia's vault. She is another freshman.
Just a slight hop backwards. Nice vault for Olivia.
Still waiting on the score for Whitney Jinks for the Huskers. But up next will be Clara Colombo, senior out of Italy, the first ever gymnast for the Huskers out of Italy.
Clara has a really awesome routine. She does something that's called an eagle grip on bars, which is very difficult. You'll see she does it on the high bar. It's basically your hands are completely turned out. You have to be very flexible in your shoulders to be able to do that skill. So we'll see that here.
She's a bar specialist, right?
Yep.
I mean, has competed on other events, but this is really her specialty.
Yeah, this is where she shines.
$9.775 for Whitney Jinks.
Clara is starting out. Beautiful cast handstand. There's that eagle grip I was talking about into a beautiful piked Jaeger. Little bit short on that handstand. And do a pack salto. Looking great so far. Nice cast handstand. Another eagle grip into a double front half out. That was a beautiful routine. Lots of difficulty.
$9.75 was the score for Olivia Capolo before Ariel Ward here. This is a 10-0 start value for Illinois.
That was a Yurchenko 1.5, so we saw a couple of those on Nebraska. She had just a tiny step forward on the landing, but that should be a really good score for the Illini.
Head coach Natalie Walsh just really bragged on her and the growth that she's had since being on campus there at Illinois, and she did not do that vault in club. She learned that since she's been on campus with Illinois.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sometimes it's difficult, when you get to college, a lot of times you'll see girls that will water down some of their skills, but it's really impressive when, girls are able to actually compete harder skills than they were doing when they were in their younger years.
So Emma Spence will be up next. These next two bars lineups are really a show for the Huskers with Emma Spence and Kinsey Davis in that anchor spot.
Yes, these are both really two solid routines. Kinsey Davis got nearly a perfect 10 last weekend. She got a 9.975.
One of the things Coach Brink talked about was the depth this season for the Huskers. Emma had competed in all-around every single meet up until this year, but with the depth, it's going to allow for her to not to have to do the all-around, which and help save her body. And this is an athlete that hopes to compete for Team Canada at the Olympics.
Yeah, and that's really important to be able to, have that depth on the team so your athletes can take a little bit of a break, because since she's such a solid all-arounder for the team, it's important to keep her healthy and make sure that, she's healthy for postseason.
Well, we won't see Emma just yet. This is an exhibition for Illinois.
Another,
Caden Fitzgibbon.
and that was a Yurchenko full.
Ariel Ward had a 9.85 in that anchor spot. Just having a little bit of a delay fixing the uneven bars, the apparatus for the Huskers.
It looks like they had to make a little bit of an adjustment on the setting there.
9.8 for Clara Colombo. Again, we have a tight battle here after rotation number 1. It's always fun when you have close scores leading into those last 2 rotations.
Yeah, definitely, and everybody's hit so far, which is really awesome. And just something to remember is that you compete 6 girls on the event, but only 5 of those scores count. So it does give you a little bit of wiggle room. Luckily, they haven't needed that so far tonight, but
there's Emma Spence. She's got the hoodie over her shoulders, trying to stay warm, stay loose. How challenging can this be while you're waiting? You're ready, and then, oh wait, here's a delay. We got to wait around to get up there and compete.
yeah, you can get a little bit out of your groove if you're having to wait around for a long time. You can get a little bit cold and whatnot, but just making sure that you're continuing to move around and stay focused is the biggest thing.
Nice crowd on hand here inside the Devaney Center. Last season they had record crowds, and we're seeing that across all of the women's sports here at Nebraska. The record-breaking crowds from volleyball, the volleyball day in Nebraska, and women's basketball, softball is a waiting list and going to have sellouts coming in. And yeah, the attendance records have just been continuing to be broken with each women's sport that's in season.
I love to see that.
And it helps, right? I mean,
Definitely.
Coach Brink was saying it's like having our 7th person in the lineup
Oh,
when the
yeah.
crowd is packed.
Absolutely. It makes it so much more exciting. It's so much easier to get energy and, be pumped up and just have that extra boost that you need, for the events when you have people cheering you on.
That's Heather Brink right there having a chat with a couple of her gymnasts in her 6th season. You can tell she really likes this team, though, this lineup. She has put together a team that's, she told me, is probably the deepest that she's had since she's been head coach here.
Yep, absolutely.
How much does it help in practice? When the competition is not just, hey, when you're competing on the weekends, but you got to compete for your spot in the lineup throughout the week before you even get out to the competition.
Yeah, I think it puts a little bit more pressure on the girls during the week, during practice. There's, since it's such a large team and the most depth that they have to earn their spot. And I think that's good, though. It's healthy competition within the team. Whoever deserves to be in the lineup will, and it makes everybody better. So I think it's great having that depth.
So again, this is the home opener for Nebraska. How much is that maybe, too, just kind of figuring out all the kind of events and the settings and all of that?
Yeah, they practice a little bit in here, but I know, you always run into things. You never know what's going to happen the day of the event, so.
Nebraska also competes men's gymnastics in here and wrestling right now during this season. So do kind of change out throughout the week. There is Emma Spence. She does have the hoodie off and readjusting the wrist braces here in the chalk, so hopefully that means she's about set to go.
Husker fans, get loud. Now on bars for Nebraska, Emma Spence.
All right, Emma's starting out here. Beautiful cast handstand. Into a shaposh, straight into a pack salto. Beautiful form. Nice cast handstand. Into a toe on shaposh half. That's also very difficult. Blind full into a double back. And perfectly stuck landing. That's going to be a great score for Emma.
I'd have never known she had to wait around for so long to get to that routine. It's another look at the dismount.
Perfectly stuck landing, and she held her finish. That's what the judges are looking for.
While we await the score for Emma Spence, the team score is in for Illinois on vault, 48.925. It's just slightly under that 49 score. They opened up with in rotation number 1 on uneven bars. They had 49.2. So currently 48.925 on vault for Illinois. We got one more competitor for the Huskers in the lineup. This is Kenzie Davis. This week, the Big Ten event specialist of the week had a career high, tied a career high 9.975 last week.
She's definitely their star on the uneven bars. She is just beautiful to watch. She's got great lines. Beautiful, beautiful dismount. She's really fun to watch.
They reworked her routine this season, but this is one of the best bar workers in the country. She's ranked 8th in the nation right now. So this is one of the best bar routines you'll see in the nation coming up here from Kenzie Davis. Reworked it, but this is an athlete that is very, very capable of putting up a 10-0 score.
Absolutely.
She worked really, really hard over the summer on the mental aspect of it, which is really, really important to be able to deliver that perfect 10, right?
Yes. Kenzie's starting out here. Beautiful cast handstand. Right into a shaposh. Into an overshoot. That was beautiful. Nice cast handstand. Just have the dismount left. And a double layout. A little bit of a step forward on that dismount, but great routine for Kenzie.
9.925 for Emma Spence. We'll see how Kenzie Davis can close it out. But another great rotation for Nebraska.
Absolutely. Great start for both teams.
I believe we were going to have a exhibition routine for the Huskers coming up. Sophia McClelland here. Sophia was in the lineup last year on bars, but again, with all that competition and depth.
Exhibitions are still a really great option because it gives you, you know, that practice of competing and having that pressure on you. And it's a nice option to be able to have for the athletes.
Score is in for Kenzie Davis at 9.825, but that rotation again is over 49 for the Huskers, 49.25 in that rotation.
Really good start for Nebraska.
That is the highest team score of the season for the Huskers.
On bars for your Huskers, Sophia McClellan.
There's a Jaeger cast handstand. Very nice handstand. To an overshoot. A little bit short on that cast handstand. Just have the dismount left. Double layout. Slight step forward, but very nice dismount.
All right, so that will complete rotation number 2. Nebraska leading Illinois 98.425. Here's another look at Sophia's dismount there. One more look at that. So Nebraska leading Illinois 98.475 to 98.125. So a close win here inside the Devaney Center on Big Ten Plus. Two rotations in the books here inside the Devaney Center alongside Holly Blansky. I'm Jessica Sudi. You see there those team scores, and Nebraska with the lead 98-475 to 98-125 over Illinois. We take a look at some of the highlights here. This is Aaliyah Byrne, who was in the leadoff spot for Illinois, had a 9.75 to lead things off. And then we go over to the uneven bars. This is Emma Simpton for the Huskers, had a 9.85. And back over to the vault, Abby Mueller here had a 9.7 for the Illini. And Changay Baxway was the leadoff for the Huskers. Really got things going in this rotation. 9.85 for Nebraska. In her first time competing in the bars lineup, a stuck landing for Changay. So we take a look at the complete scores for the Illini. See a 9.85 for Ariel Ward in the anchor spot. So team total there, 48.925 for the Illini. And for the Huskers here, highlighted by Emma Spence, 9.925, but another great rotation for the Huskers.
Yes, absolutely. Both teams just keep the momentum going.
49.25, a season high for Nebraska on the uneven bars. All right, got to take another break, but when we come back, we're heading to rotation 3. Illinois on the floor and Nebraska on the beam. Keep it here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back inside the Devaney Center alongside Holly Blansky. I'm Jessica Cootie. Rotation number 3, here we go. And this is where we should see a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. It's your favorite event on the floor.
Yes, floor is always so fun because you can show your personality a little bit.
So Nebraska will be on the beam, Illinois on the floor. Tell us, let's start with the floor. What are some of the things that the judges will be looking for on the floor?
So in the tumbling passes, the judges want to see amplitude. They want to see clean form throughout all of their skills. Something else that they're looking for is their artistry in their dance and leaps. And then again, that new deduction that I talked about earlier, the half-tenth that they can get if they don't hold their landings, that does not apply to the floor exercise because typically when you land a skill, you're always in that split landing. So it does not apply to that event.
So we start things off on the beam here in rotation number 3. This is the freshman, Isabel Saikon, out of San Antonio, Texas. We're going to see a lot of her for Nebraska here over the next few years. This is another one of those freshmen that has a lot of potential that Heather Brink is very, very excited about. And she's a steady Eddie, Coach Brink likes to call her. Never gets too high or too low.
Isabella's starting off here. Back handspring, layout, step out, beautiful. No wobble there. The judges are looking for wobbles in their skills. They want to see perfect landings on all the skills. No wobbles, no balance checks. Nice leap series. It's also required that every gymnast does a full turn on balance beam or some type of turn. And dismount, back handspring into a 1.5. Just a slight step on that landing. Great start for Nebraska though.
How about being a freshman in a leadoff spot on beam?
Yeah, definitely a lot of pressure. It's really important, you know, like I talked about earlier with the momentum and keeping things going, like having that pressure of being the first person can be a lot, but definitely says a lot about the athlete if they can handle it.
Here is Mia Takakawa to lead things off for the Illini. One of the best gymnasts in Illini women's gymnastics history. You see a lot of fun routines here from Illinois on the floor.
All right, Mia is starting off 1.5 into a front layout. Second pass here. She's got a front 1.5 into a split jump. Really nice landing so far. Nice leap series. Just has the last tumbling pass left. A 1.5 into a front pike. Very nice.
Finishing on floor for Illinois, Mia Takakawa.
Good start for Illinois.
Isabel Saikon led things off for Nebraska with a 9.675. Allie Gard will be up next for the Huskers, a sophomore out of Round Rock, Texas, and this is her season debut for the Huskers. One of those gymnasts that are stepping in with the injury to Lucy Stanhope. So big opportunity here as she's inserted into the beam lineup.
Allie's starting out here with a back handspring layout step out. Just a slight bobble on the landing. Nice full turn. Beat jump into an aerial, into a switch leap, into a split jump. It's a difficult combination there. She nailed that. Should just have the dismount left here. Beautiful. Stuck landing.
Again, would never know that was her first time competing
For
in that
sure.
lineup this season.
Yeah,
so.
she handled that pressure great.
Still have not seen that score come in for Mia Takakawa in that leadoff spot for Illinois.
Floor for Illinois, Aaliyah Byrne.
But up next for the Illini is Aaliyah Byrne, the sophomore out of Frisco, Texas. She's a national floor champion at the club level, and she's got some pretty high-level passes in this routine.
Let's see what she does tonight.
I like the music.
Aaliyah starting off with their first tumbling pass. With a 2.5 twist into a front pike. Very nice. That can be difficult. So 2.5 is a blind landing. Nice leap series. Here's Leah's second pass. Round off back handspring, double pike. Nice landing. Really nice routine.
So Mia Takakawa, that score is a 9.75 to lead things off. That was one of those D-level passes, right?
Yep. Something different too that some of the college athletes do on floor is they'll only do 2 passes if they have enough difficulty in their 2 passes. to meet that 10-0 start value. So you saw she only did 2 passes there, but it's because she had enough difficulty in her 2 tumbling passes.
9.75 for Allie Guard. Here is Emma Simpson. Coach Brink called her very consistent. Just wants to see her continue to gain that confidence in the performance part of being on the beam.
Just a little bit short on that back handspring layout step out. Wasn't able to stay on that one. Nice full turn. Let's see if she can finish up the rest of the routine good. Split jump into a ring jump, very nice. That can be one of the most difficult things after a fall, is being able to finish the routine on a solid note, and she did a really great job finishing that.
What kind of pressure does that put on the rest of the gymnasts in the lineup?
Yeah, so like we talked about before, 6 girls will compete and only 5 scores will count, but unfortunately they're probably not going to want to count that fall, so it does put a little bit more pressure on the rest of the team to make sure they hit their routine.
This is Caden Fitzgibbon for Illinois. Junior out of New Lenox, Illinois. One thing Natalie Wash talked about is she really likes all of these routines. A lot of them are new, but she helps choreograph them, and they're all very different, but they all fit each of their individual personalities.
She started off there with a front layout, front 1.5 twist. Nice leap series. Judges are looking for form throughout that, pointed toes and straight legs during the leap series. Our second tumbling pass coming up here. Round off back handspring, double pike. Nice routine for Illinois.
And that is Caden Fitzgibbon. Following up Leah Byrne, who had a 9.875. And back over to the beam is Asia Hall now for Nebraska. A 9.8 last week. Heather Brink said she's probably one of the most talented athletes we've had.
It's probably you're in a very difficult position. It's a lot of pressure competing right after a fall, but being able to handle that just shows a lot of mental toughness. Asia starting out with a back handspring, layout step out. Perfect landing. Beautiful form on that. Front aerial. And split jump into a split ring jump combination. Should just have the dismount left here. Round off 1.5. Perfect.
Wow,
Great landing.
What a performance there from Asia Hall following up that fall.
Absolutely.
It's huge for the Huskers to see that.
Yes.
.985 for Caitlin Fitzgibbon. And up next will be Ariel Ward, sophomore out of Franklin, Massachusetts. This is a new routine for her. A career high 9.875 last week.
aerials starting out here. Front layout, front full into a front pike. Very fun music. And Ariel's second pass coming up here. Round off back handspring, double tuck.
Huge height there.
Nice landing. Ariel's
Like she's having fun.
Yeah, getting into it. Nice routine for Ariel.
Big smiles there. We love to see that. The athletes enjoying themselves. That can always be an adjustment, right? Learning how to perform on the floor
definitely.
and beam, and when you're coming from club, and maybe international gymnastics is the performance part of it in collegiate gymnastics.
Yeah, definitely. And you'll see differences. Like if you watch floor routines, even by a lot of the Olympians or international athletes, they're a lot less fun.
A 9.9 career high for Asia Hall. And the Spence looking to build off of that here. Her career high on this event is a 9.925, so another athlete capable of putting up big numbers. That wolf turn there is not easy to do.
Yeah, it's very difficult. Emma starting out with the front aerial into a back handspring. Beautiful. She's looking really solid so far. Switch leap into a beat jump. Very nice, no balance checks. Just have the dismount left. Round off into a 1.5. Very small hop on the landing, but great routine for Emma.
Another hit routine.
Now on floor for Illinois, Amelia Knight.
Amelia Knight now up for the Illini on the floor.
She started out with a round off back handspring double tuck.
This is a new routine for Abby. Coach Walsh said starts off very serious, but then it gets very peppy and happy.
She looks like she's having fun out there. Next tumbling pass coming up. Front handspring into a 1.5 into a straddle jump. Looking really good so far.
Coach Ward said, see the exotic type routine, stoic, very enjoyable here.
One more tumbling pass left. Round off into a 1.5 into a front layout. Another good routine for Illinois.
Amelia Knight. She looked to build off of Ariel Ward's 9.85. And 9.7 for Emma Spence. This is Sophia McClellan, and she is fantastic on the beam. She loves this event.
Another one of those very difficult turns. Back handspring, layout, step out. Very nice. Sophia's looking really solid so far. Straddle jump to a beat jump to a split ring jump. And back handspring into a tucked 1.5, stuck landing. Great routine for Sophia. That's exactly what the Huskers needed.
What a great way to finish after seeing that fall. Asia Hall, Emma Spence, Sophia McClellan stepping up and delivering hit routines for the Huskers.
Absolutely, it takes mental toughness for sure.
That was a fun routine from Sophia McClellan. This is Abby Mueller. We'll close things out for the Illini on the floor. And I misspoke earlier. This is the routine that starts off very serious and aggressive, but then gets very peppy and happy. According to Coach Walsh, really fun routine. That she is a rock star for us. Senior out of Rochester, Minnesota.
Abby starting out here with her first tumbling pass. Front through to a round off back handspring, double tuck. Very nice. Second tumbling pass coming up here. Front layout to a front full. She had very clean form on that.
Fun routine there.
A nice routine for Abby.
So Sophia McClellan closed things out for the Huskers with a career high 9.95. So a couple of career highs there for the Huskers as we get another look here at that pass from Abby Mueller.
For Nebraska, Lauren Homicello.
This is a exhibition routine for Lauren Homicello, the sophomore out of Papillion, Nebraska.
Hometown girl. Back handspring into a layout, step out, very nice. Slight balance check there. Full turn. Very nice jump series. Should just have the dismount lift. We'll round off 1.5. Small step backwards. Nice routine for Lauren.
How important is that for those exhibition routines when you get that opportunity to show what you can do in this kind of setting?
I mean, definitely with the team and how much depth that they have this year, it's extremely important because that's your opportunity to show that you can hit and, you deserve to be a part of the lineup if that's the case. So, if you're given that opportunity, definitely important to make the most of it.
Still waiting on that score for Abby Mueller here to come in. So we're going to have a little bit of a conversation between the judges here on the floor. before the exhibition routine for the Illini. Could be some of those conversations that the judges have?
You know, it could be a starting value. So a lot of times if there's a discrepancy in the starting value, one of the judges may have, not caught something correctly or, had an error that they need to resolve. And so just making sure that they're on the same page with having that correct starting value so the scores line up correctly is probably what they were talking about.
Looks like a huge score coming in for Abby Mueller here to close things out for the Illini. Like a 9.95 for Abby Mueller to close things out. Big score there for Illinois. That is a career high for Abby Mueller.
Allie starting out here. Round off back handspring, double tuck. Nice landing. Next tumbling pass coming up here. Front layout to a front full twist.
So the scores are in, and a huge score for Illinois on the floor. 49.275 for the Illini. For the Huskers on beam, 48.975, which is another season high for the Huskers on the beam.
Yeah, again, both teams, lots of hits. That's what you want to see, especially this early into the season. It's really impressive for both teams to be just hitting all the routines. Gives both teams the confidence moving forward.
So that tightens things up quite a bit. Huskers holding on to a slight lead, 147.45. The total team score there before we head into the final rotation. Illinois with a 147.4 team score. So we've got a close one as we head into the fourth and final rotation. Nebraska heads to the floor, Illinois to the beam. Keep it right here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back inside the Devaney Center here on Big Ten Plus. We have got a tight race here as we head into the fourth and final rotation. You see the team scores there, essentially a tie. We got a close one, should be a fun final rotation. You see the team scores there in the floor and the beam for Illinois and Nebraska. We take a look at some of the highlights from rotation number 3. We start off with the Huskers. Allie Gard in her season debut for Nebraska had a 9.75 for the Huskers, and he did have a fall, but every other athlete hit. And then here is Ariel Ward for Illinois. She had a 9.85 for the Illini. Illinois with a 49.275 team score on the floor. Back over to the beam, Asia Hall. Huge score for her. In fact, a career high 9.9. This was certainly one of the highlights for the Huskers in that rotation.
Absolutely, it was a great routine.
And Emma Spence here on the beam as well. She is in a close battle with a slight lead in the all-around 29.575. It's a slight lead over Abby Mueller of Illinois. And this is Amelia Knight for the Illini, the 9-7. So we take a look at all of the scores here, highlighted by Abby Mueller's career high 9.95 in that anchor spot. So 49-275, great team score there for the Illini on the floor. For the Huskers, a couple of big scores with career highs from Asia Hall and Sophia McClellan with a 9.95. Also a career high for Sophia, 48.975. That is a season high team score for Nebraska. All right, going to step aside for a break, but when we come back, we head into our fourth and final rotation with Nebraska heading to the floor and Illinois to the beam to close things out here on Big Ten Plus. Welcome back inside the Devaney Center. Nebraska and Illinois matching up in this Big Ten Conference gymnastics meet, the home opener for the Huskers. And we have got a great one. Alongside Holly Blansky, I am Jessica Cootie. We've got a tight race here as we head into the fourth and final rotation. Nebraska on the floor, Illinois on the beam. And both head coaches, Heather Brink for Nebraska and Natalie Walsh for Illinois, both, you can tell when you're talking to them, they both love this rotation for their teams. Coach Walsh said this lineup has a really great potential to be a very, very good beam team. Mia Towns is going to start things off for the Illini, senior. 9.825 for the Illini last week. She has battled through a knee injury, which Walsh is so complimentary of her, and she fights for her team, wants to be out there for her team. When you got a tight race like this, how even more important do the leadoff routines become?
I mean, definitely there's more pressure for sure. When it's this close of a meet, you know you got to hit. You know, every score matters, every routine, it's super important to be on top of their game. So we'll see how the athletes handle the pressure. Mia's looking great so far. Beautiful aerial, solid landing there. No wobbles. Again, the judges are looking for any wobbles on the skills. They want to see clean lines on all of their skills that they do. Straight legs, pointed toes. Beautiful back handspring layout step out there. Nice full turn. Just the dismount left. Mia's ending here with a round off, 1.5 twist. Very tiny hop on the landing, but very good start for Illinois.
Great start there for Mia Towns. Here's another look at that dismount. It's one thing Coach Walsh said she wanted to see out of this team is stick more landing. So
that's the name of the game.
Right? Hoping for the Illini they can keep building off of this. And you are in for a treat here for Nebraska. They have got a very, very exciting floor lineup. This is Whitney Jinks, the freshman out of Madison, South Dakota, leading things off for the Huskers. And Nebraska is ranked 12th in the nation as a team on the floor. They can put up some big scores on this event.
Whitney starting off here with her first tumbling pass. Front layout into a 1.5. Very nice. Good form there.
Another freshman in the leadoff spot for the Huskers.
Pressure's on. Nice leap series. Good landing there. Whitney's getting ready here for her second tumbling pass. Round off, back handspring, double back. Slight step forward, but great routine. And that's a good start for Nebraska.
Great job for the freshman in the leadoff spot for Nebraska as we again have a very, very close meet here between Nebraska and Illinois. Back over to the beam. We'll take one more look here at this pass from Whitney. And on the beam, Abby Mueller, she is in a tight race for the all-around title, slightly trailing Emma Spence. So this is a big routine, not just for the Illini's team score, but also in the all-around battle.
Absolutely. Abby starting off strong so far. She had a nice full turn there. Back handspring, layout, step out. Solid. Switch leap into a switch leap. That's a difficult leap series there. Beat jump into a front tuck. This beam routine has a lot of difficulty. And here's the dismount, round off 1.5. Just a slight hop on the landing, a little bit short there. Really nice routine for Abby.
Look at that dismount, slight hop back. Next up on the floor for the Huskers will be Chenge Boxway. And a season or career high 9-9 on the floor last week.
Chenge starting off here. First tumbling pass, round off back handspring, 2.5 into a front tuck. Very difficult pass. It's essentially doing a front tuck out of a blind landing.
So each of these routines, you'll have either a go big red or a go skurs. They like to get the crowd involved.
Nice leap series. She had great form on that. Getting ready for her second tumbling pass here.
There's that go big red.
Next tumbling pass, round off back handspring, double pike. Great landing on that. Beautiful routine for Chenge.
Crowd loves it here inside the Devaney Center. So does her teammates.
Yeah, they're excited about that one. That was an awesome routine for Nebraska.
Wow, what a pass there. So Whitney Jenks led things off with a 9.825 for the Huskers. Abby Mueller had a 9.75 on the beam. This is Amelia Knight, which Walsh said she added an E element to her routine.
Yes, we will see that here. Switch leap into a leap into a beat jump. Very nice, no wobbles. Aerial into a back handspring. It's very difficult. That was called an illusion. That's the E element that she was talking about. Nice full turn. Should just have the dismount left here. Beautiful. Very small step on the landing, but that was a great routine for the Illini.
The senior Amelia Knight delivering for the Illini. 9.95 for Chenge. That is a career high. We have seen lots of those tonight for Nebraska.
Hallie starting off here. She has a really fun routine.
Hometown Husker, Hallie Rourke. This is new floor choreography for her. She is beautiful to watch.
First pass here. Front through to a round off back handspring, double back. Great amplitude on that double back. That was super high. Nice leap series there.
Coach Brink gave a huge shout out to Marissa King, who is the fourth assistant this season, helped choreograph all of these routines and the dances and adding the performance value, really working with all these athletes on really performing the dancing part of the routine.
Hallie looks like she's having a great time out there tonight, really getting into her floor routine. Next tumbling pass coming up here. Round off back handspring, double pike. Again, a huge double pike. Small step forward. Awesome routine for Nebraska.
You can see the confidence in Nebraska on the floor.
Absolutely. You can tell they're just having fun. It's just like practice.
This is a very deep floor lineup, and they have put up through 2 weeks one of the best floor lineups in the nation, ranked 12th in the country. Amelia Knight had a 9.825 for the Illini. This is Caitlin Ewald. She was not in the beam lineup last week, was sick, so just competed on bars, so back on the beam this week.
Caitlin's starting out here. She's got a back handspring into a back handspring. That first back handspring was one-armed, though. That's a difficult skill. Got her leap series here. Switch leap into a back layout step out, and another difficult skill. Nice full turn. Good routine so far. Should just have the dismount left here. One more jump. Split leap into a switch leap into a straddle jump. And the dismount, she's doing a 1.5, front 1.5 twist. Nice landing. Another hit for Illinois.
There's that one-handed back handspring you're talking about. Back over to the floor. This is Martina Comine, junior from Vicenza, Italy. Career high 9.925 last week.
So Martina has a beautiful routine. Starting off here with her first tumbling pass, round off back handspring, full twisting double back. That's an E-level skill. It's probably one of the most difficult tumbling passes you'll see tonight.
She's a great dancer.
Yeah, absolutely. Having a lot of fun with it out there.
See a lot of these Huskers throw the bones
Yep.
too.
1.5 to a front layout. Beautiful form.
Right into the dance,
Yep.
right?
Great finish.
Oh, awesome routine there from Martina Comine. Coming off a career high 9.925.
Another hit for the Huskers.
Next on beat for Illinois,
This is Ratuja Nataraj for Illinois. Junior out of Wallingford, Connecticut. A 9.85 last week, career high 9.925. So.
All right, starting off here, she's got a back handspring layout step out. Ooh, just was a little bit off. I think something to remember too is some of these skills the girls are doing, the beam is only 4 inches wide, and so keep that in mind. It's if you're not perfectly straight in your takeoff on those layout step outs, it can be really difficult to save. Switch leap into a quarter straddle jump. Slight balance check there. The jump into a front layout, step out. She's really coming back strong after that fall. Nice full turn. Just have the dismount left. We'll round off into a 1.5 twist. Nice landing. It's a really good comeback after that fall.
next on floor for your Huskers, Sophia.
There's another look at that, just slightly off. Here's the dismount. Here is Sophia McClellan. She is a performer. She loves performing. This is a fun routine.
Sophia starting off here. First tumbling pass. Front double twist. It's a really difficult pass. It's another one of those E-level passes. Nice leap series. Tumbling pass coming up here. Front 1.5 into a back layout step out. Beautiful. She had great form on that.
Another great routine there for the Huskers. Sophia McClellan. So Martina Comine had a 9.875 just before Sophia. Ratuja had a 9.15, so we'll look to bounce back here, and certainly this is a routine to do it. Mia Takakawa, an All-American on the beam. She has had 2 perfect 10s on this event, and she is fun to watch on the beam.
Mia starting out here. She's got a aerial into a back handspring. Beautiful. No wobbles, great form on that. Nice full turn.
Coach Wall said she's just so clean. There's no hesitation. She's not afraid of any kind of difficulty.
Switch leap into a back layout step out. Another difficult pass. She completely nailed. Looking great. Should have the dismount left here. Back handspring into a full twist. Gorgeous routine. Illinois needed that.
Yep.
Next on floor for Nebraska.
It's just kind of amazing how different some routines look like when it's someone like Mia Takakawa, who is one of the best beam workers in the country.
Right.
Here is Emma Spence. Close things out for the Huskers on the floor.
Emma starting out here with her first tumbling pass. She's doing a front through to a round off back handspring double tuck. Great height on that double back.
This has been a part of the sport that she's really come to enjoy and love, just letting loose,
Absolutely.
having fun.
Yes, being on a college team is so fun because you have all your teammates to just back you up, and especially floor too, being able to show your personality and just have a little bit of fun. Nice leap series. Second tumbling pass here. Round off back handspring double pike. Beautiful form.
Big smile there.
What a routine.
What a way to close things out here for the Huskers. Sophia McClellan had a 9.875 as we take another look at that pass there from Emma Spence.
Lots of amplitude on that double pike.
She was smiling in the air when she came down from that.
Here's another one of those wolf turns, very difficult. Back handspring, layout, step out. Very nice. She had great form on that, no wobbles. Front aerial, solid.
Zariel Ward in exhibition routine for the Illini. Mia Takakawa had a 9.9.
Wobble on that switch leap. She was able to save it there. Just a little bit off on that quarter straddle jump. Wasn't quite able to save that.
Score is in for Emma Spence. It's a 9.9. The exhibition routine for Katie Knieman, junior out of Longview, Texas, for the Huskers. So with the score of Emma Spence, a 49.425 for Nebraska, yet another season high for the Huskers.
Katie started off there with a round-off by handspring double pike, just a little bit short on the landing. Front layout to a front full, beautiful. Nice leap series. Should just have one pass here left. Ray ending her routine here with a round off 1.5 front layout. Very nice, great landing.
What a fantastic meet and what a home opener for Nebraska. They are going to take the victory here tonight with a season high 196.875 season high team scores in all 4 events.
What a way to start off the first home meet of the season.
Great meet for Illinois too. They had a 196.4 and this was close going into that 4th and final rotation. Certainly both coaches have got to be happy with a lot of the things that they saw here tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, there were the majority of it, all the routines were hit. I mean, it was a very close competition. Great night to both teams.
Emma Spence going to secure the all-around title here tonight as well. She had a 9.9 on the floor. She finishes with a 39.475. That's a great night for Emma Spence as well.
Yeah, that's an awesome all-around score.
Well, big takeaways for Nebraska here tonight. What were some of the highlights that you saw here tonight for the Huskers?
Yeah, definitely Emma Spence, definitely always one to watch for as an all-arounder. Super solid on every event. I would say Sophia McClelland is also one to watch for. She had a really great night, debut on some of the events as well. Another freshman to look out for is the Whitney
Jenks.
Whitney Jenks, yeah. She had the pressure put on her on a couple events being the leadoff, and she handled it great.
So there is a look at the final score again. All of these scores for the Huskers are season best on all 4 events and a season high team score as well. 196.875, the final to 196.4 for the Illinois Illini. All right, we're going to step aside for a break. We're back to wrap things up coming up after this. Welcome back inside the Devaney Center alongside Holly Blansky. I'm Jessica Cootie. Again, Nebraska taking this one with an overall team score season high 196.875 over Illinois' 196.4, and we are set to announce the individual winners tonight. And Emma Spence taking the vault title with a career high 995.
That was a great vault for Emma. So close to that 10-0.
Your champions on bars with a tie.
So we have a tie on the bars.
First, from Illinois, Amelia Knight.
Amelia Knight, 9925. And Emma Spence, also another event title for her with a 9925. So a tie there on the bars. And on the beam, 995, Sophia McClellan, career high for her. She also finished second in the all-around. This is the first time for her competing this season in the all-around, and she stepped up big here today.
Yeah, what a night for Sophia.
Now your champions on floor in a tie, both with a score of 9.95. First, from Illinois, Abby Mueller.
So there you hear Abby Mueller with a 9.95. That is a career high for her on the floor, and it was a great routine. And how about Chenge? She also had a great night tonight, too.
She did.
That was a career high for her on the floor as well. 6 career highs for Nebraska. They had 6 career highs last week, so this is kind of what you want to see, right? Continuing to build.
Absolutely. They're, continuing off that momentum.
There you hear the announcement of the all-around title, Emma Spence. She's won quite a few of those throughout her career as a Husker. In the all-around lineup tonight, won't see her competing. Coach Brink said every single night in the all-around because they have more depth this season, but tonight she takes the all-around title, and now they are announcing the team scores, the final team scores here.
And in first place with the score of 196.
So again, there is another look at those final scores. Big scores there for the Huskers, over 49 in 3 of those 4 events, and as mentioned, season highs in all 4 team events. Coach Brink said she wanted to see the team have fun, be loose, relax, have confidence, and they certainly did that in front of the home crowd here tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she has to be happy with the results tonight.
So we got another big meet here coming up a week from tonight, as the Huskers will have number 14 Michigan right back here inside the Devaney Center, 3 o'clock next Saturday, and we will have the action for you once again here on Big Ten Plus. For my partner, Holly Blansky, and our fantastic Husker Vision crew here inside the Devaney Center and back over at Husker Vision, we appreciate their hard work and helping us bring the action for you here on Big Ten Plus. I'm Jessica Cootie. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.